What if I told you that the most important part of your day is not your work, not your meetings, not your evening? The most important part of your day happens before most people even open their eyes. The first hour after you wake up. That 1 hour can set the direction for everything that follows. And today, science will show us exactly why. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Matrix English Podcast. I am Maria, and today we talk about mornings. Specifically, what happens in your brain when you wake up and why the first hour of your day matters more than you think. This is simple, this is practical, and this will change how you start tomorrow. So get comfortable. Let us go. When you sleep, your brain is very busy. It organizes memories. It cleans itself. It repairs connections. And as you start to wake up, something changes. Your brain moves into a special state between sleep and full wakefulness. Scientists call this the hypnopompic state. Your brain is calm. It is not yet full of worries, plans, or social media. It is open, creative, relaxed. Many scientists believe this is one of the most creative states your brain enters all day. This is why many great thinkers and artists said their best ideas came right after waking up. But here is the problem. Most people destroy this state immediately. They pick up their phone, they check messages, they open social media, they read news, and immediately the calm, open brain is flooded with information, emotion, and stress. The creative morning state disappears, and the brain jumps directly into a reactive mode, responding to other people's priorities instead of your own. Now, let us talk about cortisol, because cortisol is one of the most important chemicals in your morning. Cortisol is a hormone, a chemical your body produces to send messages to different parts of your body. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but that name is a little misleading. Cortisol is also your natural alarm clock. Every morning, about 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up, your cortisol levels reach their highest point of the day. Scientists call this the cortisol awakening response. This morning peak gives you energy. It increases your alertness. It helps your brain focus. It is your body's natural way of saying, time to wake up and start the day. But this cortisol peak only happens once per day. If you use it well, if you focus it on something meaningful and active, you get a powerful start. But if you spend this peak time scrolling social media or lying in bed watching videos, you waste the most energetic hour of your day. Research from the University of Bristol showed that morning exercise, even a short walk, significantly improved mood, attention, and decision-making for the rest of the day. The timing matters because it works together with your natural cortisol peak. Physical movement in the morning amplifies the energy your body is already producing. Now, let us talk about decision fatigue. Every decision you make during the day uses a small amount of mental energy. Small decisions, big decisions, easy decisions, hard decisions, they all use energy. And that energy is limited. As the day goes on, your brain gets tired of deciding. By the evening, most people make worse decisions than they did in the morning. This is called decision fatigue. This is why many successful people keep their mornings simple. They eat the same breakfast, they wear similar clothes, they follow the same routine every day. By keeping these things automatic, they save their mental energy for more important decisions later. Steve Jobs wore the same style of clothes every day. Barack Obama wore only gray or blue suits. Mark Zuckerberg does the same. They were not being lazy. They were protecting their mental energy. For you, this means a consistent morning routine is not just comfortable. It is scientifically smart. When you follow the same routine without thinking too much, you arrive at your important work with more energy available. Now let us talk about light. Because your brain and light are deeply connected. Your brain has an internal clock. Scientists call it the circadian rhythm. This clock controls when you feel awake, when you feel tired, when you are hungry, and many other processes. And this clock is strongly controlled by light. When bright natural light enters your eyes in the morning, it sends a signal to your brain. This signal says, "It is morning, time to be alert." It stops melatonin, the sleep hormone, and increases cortisol and other alertness chemicals. A 2019 study published in Current Biology found that people who got natural sunlight in the morning had better sleep at night, better mood during the day, and better energy in the morning. Morning light literally sets your biological clock for the entire day. Getting outside for just 10 minutes in the morning is one of the most effective things you can do for your energy and your sleep. Now, let us talk about willpower. Research from Roy Baumeister at Florida State University showed that willpower, the ability to control your behavior and resist impulses, is like a muscle. It gets tired with use. And it starts at its strongest point in the morning. This means the most difficult and important things you need to do are best done in the morning. As the day goes on, temptations become harder to resist. Distractions become harder to ignore. Important work becomes easier to delay. This is why so many productive people do their most important work first in the morning. Writers write in the morning. Athletes train in the morning. Students who study in the morning often remember more, not because morning is magic, but because the brain is fresher, willpower is stronger, and distractions are fewer. For English learners, this is very practical. If you want to build a daily English habit, morning is the best time. 10 minutes of focused English practice every morning will produce better results than 30 minutes of tired evening study. Now, let us talk about one more thing: intention. Many people wake up and immediately react. They react to messages. They react to news. They react to other people's demands. Their day is shaped by whatever appears in front of them. They are reactive. But some people wake up and set an intention. They decide, before the day begins, what matters most, what is the one thing I need to do today, what is my focus. They are proactive. They direct their own day instead of being directed by it. Research shows that people who set clear intentions in the morning are more likely to follow through on important goals. A 2001 study by psychologist Peter Gollwitzer showed that writing down when and where you plan to do a specific task increased the chance of completing it by up to 300%. 300%, just by being clear in the morning about what you plan to do. You do not need a long, complicated morning routine. You do not need to wake up at 5 in the morning. You do not need to meditate for an hour. The science is simpler than that. Protect the first hour of your day, get some light, move your body a little, make a simple decision about what matters most, and do your most important work before the world gets too loud. Your brain wakes up in a special state, calm, open, and creative. The cortisol peak gives you your best natural energy. Decision fatigue means your mental power decreases through the day. So do important things first. Morning light sets your biological clock. Willpower is strongest early, and a clear intention makes you significantly more likely to achieve your goals. The first hour of your day is not wasted time before the real day starts. The first hour is the foundation of everything that follows. Tomorrow morning, before you pick up your phone, take one breath, look at the light, and decide what matters most today. That is your morning. Make it yours. Thank you for listening today. I am Maria. This is Matrix English Podcast. Wake up well, and I will see you in the next episode.